What's up, y'all? This is our review. It's live. So nobody's here right now. But oh my god. Nobody's here right now, but
And we didn't warn y'all. Normally we warn y'all
yeah.
that we're going live.
We just need to get this done. So
Yes.
okay. We're gonna get started.
We are reviewing part 1 of the reunion, and I'm India.
I'm Michelle.
And here we go, y'all.
Yes. And so the reunion started off with the drama from the previews, which I didn't think it was. I was thinking they were gonna make us wait a little bit. It got started immediately.
Yeah, so I looked at the time, like I literally paused it. I said, dang, in the first 10 minutes, we getting into the flirting. Out of 2 hours, y'all, it was 10 minutes and 50 seconds when we got into
I was shocked.
I was shocked as well. Yep.
I was shocked.
I'll say that. I was shocked. I was like, wait, how long has the show been on? And secondly, as the time went on, I stopped believing him because I was on the team that maybe he did do some flirtatious stuff out of just culturally, maybe that's what he does. And then what's his name grew up in a, differently. And you know how sometimes Black culture is with certain things.
With guys doing stuff. Yes.
Guys doing stuff. And in other cultures, some stuff is more open and they don't even bad not. So that's what I really thought. And so I was like, he probably was flirting with him or whatever, joking or whatever. And, I ain't putting nothing past Nate. But however, as the reunion went on and we see that Justin is just completely unstable and
he's a liar.
He's a liar.
He sees things how he sees them, and that's the only way he sees them. And so he doesn't think he's lying, but he is.
Yeah, he's lying. Now, well, we'll get to that part with him and Alexis because that's going to go to next episode. But yeah.
Okay, so here was the thing. Justin is a child, but Nate, I was not understanding why he was so mad. You don't like him. Why are you mad?
That's what other people I noticed were saying. I think he was trying to embarrass him and make him say to everybody why he unfollowed them. I mean, I can't imagine that he cared, right? Yeah. And they said that he followed Justin was unfollowing, just very childish.
He is a child.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Justin is a child.
I don't think he cared, but also Nate's response was kind of weird too. And also Sasha, I think she's going to try to calm him down next episode from the previews, but she to me wasn't doing enough. Just stop talking to this man. This man is embarrassing himself. Let him embarrass himself.
Well, but they did after it got super heated. But
that I would have been like, babe, don't even I would have been trying to physically hold him, calm him down, and be like, stop it. Now I'm gonna let you go after a point. Mm-hmm. But it would have been some body language where you would have known that I was kind of trying to
chill.
And Sasha didn't seem like she was doing it. I can't see no comments, so I don't know how many people on here are commenting, but
nobody's commenting right now.
Oh, so good. Okay.
There's any comments, but
yeah, so I was like, okay, Sasha, you ain't doing much. But then again, maybe she wanted Nate to go at him. Maybe she was tired of his games too, and was like, my man gonna go at you.
I mean, the bottom line is Justin. It was everybody else but him, sir. Whenever it's everybody else, it's you.
And would not admit when Nate kept saying, just admit you're in your feelings. You're in your feelings. To me, he wasn't in his feelings enough to accuse this man of flirting with him and potentially being bisexual or whatever.
He threw it out there after the fact. He threw it out there matter of factly, and he wasn't even talking about recently. He was literally talking about 6 months ago. India got company. Hey FAMU chick. So y'all, hey. I just think that Justin was mad at everyone. And so he was trying to act like he was gonna be cool, but he can't be cool. He literally cannot be cool. You still on mute, India.
Y'all, my child is here. This is the first time ever that I'm going live and my kids are not home or sleep. But yeah.
Yes. So he is a 7-foot fool. He is a whole clown. He is a clown. He is a clown.
Not a 7-foot fool.
Yeah, so fam, you chick said Justin was trying to exert his manhood and it wasn't giving. It wasn't. It was, and then he think like he uses his words like you could tell his brother talked to him that way. He literally is imitating what he thinks manhood should look like. It looks like
that was in my notes. I totally agree. He seemed like he was acting. Like
it looks like
it was an act. Who you talking to,
was.
boy? Like, who calls another grown man? That's something you call like your son.
And he from Alabama, so he was using like white people
boy. Yes.
Whoa. I was like, he didn't talk to him the way that white folks be talking to the blacks in the South.
Yep, sure did. That was kind of crazy.
Took it back to civil rights. My God.
It was the tone too, because he gave, it was given antebellum. It was the boy, like it was the deep. I said, "Oh, that seemed kind of racist." I don't know how it happened. It did. Who you talking to, boy? But then he got up so quick, like he is unstable, emotionally unstable. You can't control your anger. You can't control your sadness or whatever. You can't control anything. He's extreme. He's too extreme. And now I'm starting to think that all the crap I talked about Alexis, which I still talk crap about Justin, but all the crap I talked about Alexis, like she looked at what she was dealing with. She was coping. Whatever she was doing and getting high and drinking all the time just to deal with his nonsense, she was coping because this man is so immature. He tries to be manipulative, but he's so dumb that everybody can see right through your manipulation tactics.
Everyone was looking like, oh my gosh. He is emotionally stunted. Like he is not able to express himself like an adult at all.
I'm actually shocked though that they had the group together before they did the individual couples.
But it was just like the little like introduction and then they did that. Yeah, so I don't know. It was, they asked about the door ajar thing too with during the group setting. And
Alexis had her excuse, honey.
Alexis was like, I'm just gonna look out for my friend. But why is no one acknowledging the fact that Mitch didn't ask Kristen to leave the door open? Why? This was Kristen's doing. This was Kristen's her professing that she was leaving the door open. Mitch was confused and therefore he responded accordingly.
I'm not mad at Alexis actually being nosy at that point because I think she understood that Mitch didn't want her and she wanted her friend to know that.
But it was more for her, but she didn't say I wanted Kristen to see that. Like she's not.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what it was.
That was my problem. Like, don't put it on Mitch. Put it on Kristen. Like, y'all were mad that Mitch said no, but Kristen should have never said the door was open. That was the part.
Yeah, and Mitch should have said no. If Kristen felt like the door was open, then the door was open. I mean, she's delusional. But if Mitch felt like it wasn't, then how was his response? Like, it should be the same response to her wanting it open to him. And actually, to her wanting it open is the crazier thing to say. To be honest, but it's easier to get on Mitch than be like, girl, you're crazy, you're delusional. That man don't want you.
They don't want to do that to her, and so it's weird. So
then did they go? Was there anything else when they were as a group? Anything they talked about?
Because that whole little outburst took up most of the time, I think.
Yeah.
But while Justin walked off stage, everyone again admitted to the fact that Justin was unfollowing. And I think, like you said, Nate just wanted him to have to answer to it. But how funny is it that Lindy and Morgan went on a hike without Justin? So his feelings be hurt. He getting left out because he's a weirdo and his feelings are hurt, which I understand. It is kind of sad, but
probably been left out his whole life. He probably been left out his whole life. So yes, it might be triggering, but you got to, at the end of the day, you have to control your emotions. I wouldn't have unfollowed the follow. I would have been like, I don't fool with you. So next time you invite me somewhere, I'm not going, and I'm going, and that's it. Like they've known these people at that point. Well, maybe it was after, but for 2-3 months, like those are not friends that you're invested in, and you really should feel emotional about. I don't care if my non-friend left me out. But and 2 women at that, your wife's friend, that's crazy.
That don't make sense. So I feel like that was the gist of the group session in the beginning. I don't know if we're missing anything else, but I didn't take any notes on anything else.
No, and then he walked off. I mean, he was doing a good job of trying to calm him down. And she said, "This is the problem." And I was like, "Yes, Alexis, this is the problem. You have control of your emotions." And I said, "Yeah." It was no way her or anybody else would have worked with him. And people on Reddit would be really capable for Justin, like, "Oh, he's such a good guy. He'll find someone." No, he won't. He won't. He has no control over himself. None.
No. And in the comment section last week, one of the ladies said that he has a condition where he has an extra X chromosome. So that is why he has more estrogen. Like, he literally has more hormones. And so I wonder if the side effects, like, I literally Googled it, and the side effects are being very tall, having certain.
But I wonder why it's tall. You would think, okay.
I don't know, but it literally, when I looked it up, it was very tall. He's it had like emotional, like, instability. Like, he is those things based on his literal, like, genetic makeup, I think.
Wait, so how did they know that? Or they've known people like him that had
the lady in our comments, I'm sorry, girl, for not remembering your name right now, your handle right now, but she comments all the time, and she said she was a doctor. She said she was a shrink, and that she was listening to a podcast, and the podcast said that he had the condition, and it's a condition where you have an extra X chromosome. And usually you might have smaller man parts. So he's XXY.
And that honestly would make a lot of sense. Why Alexis didn't even realize that they was doing it.
Yeah.
So then why did he come on saying that people just wanted to know if he was so big and in doubt?
So it's speculated. So, well, Audacity the Hope says it's speculation, but it's called Klinefelter syndrome. Yeah. So that's what, but
I'm gonna look that up, y'all. Research that.
But she allegedly, so I'm gonna say alleged. She said that he allegedly has it, and that it was allegedly discussed on a podcast. And I don't know if it was confirmed, and I didn't hear the podcast. But yes.
Damn, well, that would make a lot of sense, because he's given very feminine.
It's just his inability to manage his emotions.
Yeah, he got something. Let's be clear. He got some disorder, emotional disorder, or some mental health issue. We know that.
Yes. And C. Golden said, I'm sure he was a virgin too. Like, we definitely started to come to that conclusion by the end of last episode.
Yeah, when he was talking about climaxing and stuff and didn't know if she did or not, I said, see now.
So we're going to go, we're going to continue that conversation when we talk about them. Let's go to Kristen and Mitch were the first couples to talk by themselves with Kevin. And I'm sorry, side note, I know this is random as hell, but Justin called him Frazier, but his name is Kevin Frazier. Like, did he not know his name, or that was weird?
I didn't realize that.
He's like Frazier or something. I was like, who is Frazier? And then it dawned on me it's Kevin Frazier. Yeah. I don't think he knew that man's name. Okay. So back to
Kristen, Lioness, and Mitch. Now, why would Kristen sit up on there and lie?
I knew you was gonna...
Everybody, like, we saw it. You wanted to keep the door ajar. He said no first. Now, and you still were willing to put yourself out there and say it was hope for y'all. Now, all of a sudden, when he asks you, would you have said no? Yes. If he had said yes, and you said absolutely not.
You said no.
Why are you lying? You were going to say yes. That's why when he said no, you said no, and then said, but there's still hope, to see what he was going to say.
I took two things away from them talking. The first is that she needs to stop flirting with this man. Like, she flirts with him. Like, as they were walking away, after they said no, she was like, oh, we'll probably have sex tonight. He. Stop flirting with him. Like, stop. You said that because you wanted him to know that you were open to having sex with him that night.
She's still open, and she's lying and saying she isn't. We it's clear as day that you're still open. And then she was shocked that he wasn't attracted to her. And I'm thinking to myself, like, Kristen's not ugly by any means, but also everybody's not going to be attracted to you. And she was like, I was shocked. I've never had that. And I'm thinking to myself, she really is delusional, y'all.
No, but the other thing is she's searching for validation, and she again is another one saying what she thinks confidence. She thinks this is what confidence looks like. If I'm okay, like if I'm a baddie and me and my girls are baddies, we don't be like, I think I'm a baddie. No, you be like, I'm bad. What? Like she always is like qualifying it. She's like, well, I think I'm a catch, and I think that I think when you're talking about yourself, you don't have to say I think, boo. If you know it, and you say it.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's it. And so I just think that she thinks that's what confidence looks like, and she's trying to be confident, but she's not confident.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, she's acting as well, her and Justin.
And so then, the other thing that was kind of crazy was how they asked Mitch if he wanted to be married, and he kind of didn't answer the question. And he got around not lying. I do not think Mitch is a liar. Like if there's one thing I could say, I don't think Mitch wants to lie about anything. So when he doesn't want to answer a question, he goes around it, which obviously is being deceitful, but he does not want to say a lie out of his mouth. And so when they asked if he wanted to be married at all, and Kristen said no, he didn't answer, and he just said something else. But Mitch got on this show to get the check.
For money. Yeah, you've been said that. Yeah. Yeah. He never wanted to be married. We know he didn't want to be married. I mean, we assumed that from the pre-episodes or whatever when he was talking to his brother and sister-in-law, and it's like, you realize that this is not what marriage is, and you might not get all of this. Like his expectations were just crazy, especially for him to be broke and living in that dusty ass apartment. I know you didn't think you were gonna have all these expectations and somebody was gonna meet him, and you don't have really nothing to give back. He needed the coin.
Yeah, I really think that's what it is, and he just didn't know that it was going to be so
I mean, for casting, they did a good job with Mitch. He got it. He was in enough drama, and but it's not right to the person, to the person.
I mean, he also, I don't know. I don't think Mitch is a liar, but he did do the ultimate lie by getting on that show knowing he didn't want to be married.
And then saying everything, switching up the goalpost, saying everything, but that he wasn't attracted to the lady. Well, actually, he did tell us he wasn't attracted to her.
Wait, C. Golden said, remember Mitch said he was basically an incel before the wedding. When did he say that? Incels are literally hate women. Like, incels hate women.
I wouldn't be shocked.
But he doesn't.
Group on Reddit. What's that group on Reddit? Where they be at? The red pill group, blue pill group, whatever the
incels. But incels are usually like, incels would have literally like not been as nice as Mitch.
Mitch, if you really think about it, Mitch didn't compromise on anything. It was his way or the highway. We never really saw him do anything. Like he don't like women.
No, but incels literally like get furious and want to like say and do mean things to women who reject them.
That's why he be doing all the rejecting, because he don't.
Right. Okay. So somebody said Mitch said he was involuntarily celibate, but he didn't mean that kind of incel. Right. I don't think that he was. I don't think he was an incel in that sense. But I got it. Involuntarily celibate. Okay. So that makes sense, like literally. But the incels that I'm aware of are usually like a group of men that are rejected by women and then have their own little group to talk about how they hate women and how they're mean. Maybe I watch too much TV, but that's what I thought. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so somebody is Okay, so we on the same page in the comments. Okay, thanks for clearing that up, y'all. So next was Lindy and Miguel. So we of course knew that they were still together.
Yeah, we knew that.
Yes, Golden. I was thinking SVU, girl. I be watching too many crime shows.
Yeah, true.
Yes. Okay. So back to Lindy and Miguel. So I think that
something is fake about them for me. Something is not adding up. Now, granted, maybe they don't want to spill all their tea on TV and they really are committed. I think they both are committed to the marriage at that point. But something is just, I don't know. They the best couple from what we saw, though. They were the best couple still together. Like,
Right. What if I want to believe them? What if I believe? So this is what I do believe. If I went on a show and was able, and I was willing to do self-reflection, and I was able to watch myself. Like, I feel like I would come out such a better person having been see the things that I did that I didn't realize looked that bad or were that bad. Like, I feel like you actually, like, in the truest sense of this show, that actually can make your relationship so much better.
Okay.
Somebody give me
it's Lindy for me, y'all. It's Lindy for me. It really, Miguel, I think, I don't know. It's just something about Lindy for me that gives robot. I don't know. I think she's still brainwashed from that cult she was in.
Okay, so Reselanius, girl, it took me a bit to say that name. Reselanius Life said he was said Lindy was on the show to get health insurance and a place to live. I mean, she might have been, but she did. I don't know.
And you see, she finally changed her name, honey.
Oh, there's a Puerto Rican in the comments. Rufita said, Puerto Rican here. We do not change our last name. Not an issue for us. I would be offended if my husband asked me to take his last name. That's
what I was thinking too. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, it's not, because I don't know about Puerto Rican culture, but some other cultures, it's not the big deal to take the last name, or they add names. You know, they'll have several last names. They still keep their father's last name, then they'll add their married name. So for me, you just talking about her taking your last name, to me, I would think culturally he wouldn't care. That was my thing.
I think that's a little bit of his ego. And he did say it was a little bit of ego.
And Kevin Frazier, yeah, he said that too. He said it is ego. And
I feel like Miguel is kind of owning his stuff. I don't know. Is it? No? Okay.
Miguel kind of reminds me of Jose from that other season. Jose and Rachel.
But, of course. Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
but yeah.
Not as controlling, but maybe, those situations just didn't come up. But a little controlling, a little like, eh.
So what else?
What else happened with them? I don't think it was nothing monumental with them, because they seemed solid, which was shocking.
They did. The only thing I was annoyed with the producers on our post-production on was these cliffhangers that were not cliffhangers. Like, y'all leaving us. We know what the answer is.
Yeah.
So no, I feel like nothing else was that. Yeah, it was what we expected. I mean, he said that he's seen Lindy mad, but okay, we knew that.
Oh yeah, they were talking about that mad thing. He was like, "You seen Lindy at her worst and all this stuff." I'm tired of that narrative as well. I'm tired.
I don't know. I know.
It's dumb. Okay, Lindy and Miguel. Well, now I am curious to see about them. I'm more excited to see about them on the Where Are They Now? Then, because I knew they would be good and chilling on the reunion.
Yeah, we knew that.
I am curious to know how they are doing on the next couple episodes or whatever. But
they're gonna be fine. But okay, let's go to Nate and Sasha.
Woo, baby! I was texting Michelle, y'all. I tried to finish it last night and fell asleep on her, but I was texting Michelle like, Sasha will drive a man to drink, honey. And I hate to be like that, because I don't think Nate is the greatest, but good God.
I literally my notes. Like, I wrote that, like, Sasha is being a very typical woman that these men talk about. Like, I don't think women are like all like that, obviously, but I feel like she is doing these stereotypical things to push him away and act like she's not doing it. It's crazy to me. The stereotypical things about independent women, about women that want to control, like, men always get on, social media or whatever, blogs, podcasts, and talk about how independent women don't want to do this, don't want to do that. They want to have things like, she was feeding all into that.
I mean, she was real bad on the last couple episodes when it came to her home. And then to come to damn find out they not living in either. She said they go back and forth. Now, I don't quite believe that they go back and forth every time. They're probably a couple days a week not sleeping together. She's saying, "Oh, we go to his place a couple days and we stay at my place a couple days."
I believe she goes to. Oh, I do. I believe she's controlling. She wants this to be the way she wants it to be.
True,
I think she is at his house. She can't fight him on him not wanting to move in her house because she don't want to move to where he lives. Like, it's one of those things where there are a lot of men that are not going to want to move into a woman's house, or there are a lot of people that want to have a house together as opposed to one person moving into the other.
But let's see. This a new build house. Why couldn't he possibly? They try to refinance and get on the. Because they should. It's not ideal because she said she live in the suburbs, which makes sense.
He lives in the city. He did say that.
However, it's not like she's lived there for long or at all, really, because she still had her apartment at the beginning of the show. Or it's not like she lived with a man there. So really, they could make that house their own, and he could get on the financing and get on the deed and all that stuff if they really,
Well, the problem is she is not ready for this. Like, this relationship is not at the point where they can do those things.
No,
like, that is not where they are.
I know. But if he started compromising, then he would feel more comfortable because it is a new house. He could make it his own. Like,
she doesn't want him to. That's the problem. India, you keep talking about he could. She does not want that.
Yeah, that's true. And he felt that. He knew that.
He knows that. So we have a comment that Kasmi says Sasha is gonna be single by Thanksgiving with her controlling ass. And then Shanice,
I'm sure they're not together. I'm almost 100% together.
And
they was rocky as hell. I was like, "Oh, this is the
point." There's gonna be one time they're gonna have an argument and they're gonna go into separate houses, and then it's going to be hard to come together again.
Yep. And I can't point my finger on why I don't trust Nate, because also this is the basic stuff. I feel like Nate is. I mean, a lot of men cheat, but I feel like Nate would be one of them. So that's another thing. Like, once he gets out of her controlling reins, he's out of there.
I think they would emotionally cheat.
True. Even though he ain't got enough emotion to get one woman.
I think he would tell somebody about his marriage, like be talking to somebody else, like trying to vent and stuff. But he also, I thought he made a really good point about the fact that everything she says is but. And I get that. I partially get her perspective of, we're not there yet. But she doesn't understand men, and she's clearly not listening to what his love language is, which is clearly words of affirmation and physical touch. Like, we know they're physical touch, but he likes to hear, words of affirmation. He wants to be, affirmed and told that he's doing the thing.
And then to me, I had in my notes, right, which I don't have open, but my notes that she was like, he does plan stuff, but it's stuff that I don't want to do, is stuff he wants to do. And when she named it, she said axe throwing and something else. And I'm like, who wouldn't want to do that as a date? Like, him planning axe throwing, of course he knows you've never done. It's something you probably never done.
Nobody does axe throwing every weekend. Like, who cares?
Yeah. So to me, when she was like, yes, he plans stuff, but it's kind of stuff he wants to do, not necessarily stuff I want to do. What do you want to do? Go shopping? Like, what would you want to do? Like, you've been doing how you want to do it. Going axe throwing, going to the gun range, doing physical stuff is kind of what you do with a partner, like a romantic partner. Like, I said, okay, I understood what she was saying. Like, oh yeah, he plans stuff, but it's for him. But then when she said what it was, I was like, girl, who wouldn't want to go axe throwing with a man?
I mean, it's just
you're boring.
A date night. It's a date night.
Yeah, it's just a date night. Not like you're have to be over the top about it, but that is something that he's planning for y'all. You can't put that no other way. That is a date for y'all, something that he planned, and there's no other way around that. But she don't want to give him credit for it.
No, and honestly, they reminded me.
Hold on, my light is getting darker and darker.
That's fine. You can still hear me, right? So I had a friend, I know somebody, I should say, that was having very similar situations with their significant other. And basically they would try to do stuff, and every time they did something, clean the house, clean the kitchen, try to cook, like there would always be a thanks, but you didn't do it right, or let me come in here and do it. We ain't talking about that. But what I'm saying is, the guy's perspective was like, I'm not doing shit. If you are going to complain about what I do, why do it? If you're going to complain that I don't do it, and then you're going to complain when I do it, then
I'm going to take the easy route, right?
There's no win.
Yeah, there's no win. And we knew she was that type. We knew she self-described herself. Like, that is her. That is her. However, if he's telling you repeatedly, and you were so pressed for this man to say, I love you, and to say, I love you, and know there was love there, and you're not even willing to compromise. Like, what was the point?
No, you know what pissed me off? She was like, I knew he was falling in love with me. He said it on the honeymoon. Now, why the hell was you causing all this damn drama throughout the dang 2 months?
She said she felt it.
That's why I was not feeling her, because she was so dead set on everything being her way exactly. And because he didn't say it, and because he's only showing it this way, I can't. See, Golden says she going to the speed racing and to the drag racing track with her husband. Exactly. You gonna do something? Have something like.
And honestly, everything is about her, because when she said it's not stuff I want to do, why would a date only be something you as the woman wants to do? Him taking you along to do stuff he wants to do is actually showing that he wants to enjoy things that he likes.
It's better. I mean, I don't want to say better.
But no, but it is. Because what do you like to do? Go to a fancy dinner and go shopping. We know you don't like to do shit else, Sasha. Sometimes you need somebody to bring you out of your comfort zone. And as a single woman for that long, and her being 37 years old, she's doing what she wanted to do, going to brunch and chilling. Like she wasn't doing all that extra stuff. So you should be so happy to do that with him. But no, she's focused on, it's not what I want to do. It's what he was like. She's so critical. Maybe her mom was like that.
I don't know what it was, but they ain't finna be together long.
They ain't together after where are we now? I guarantee it. They was rocky as hell right then.
They were so rocky. And when they asked how to get to a middle ground, they had no actionable steps. Let's be clear.
Nothing. And that's when I knew. Oh, yeah.
Wait, so C. Golden said, when I plan, we go to the theater. See, exactly. Like, you going drag racing with him, and you go to the theater to a vineyard, a winery. Like, that's what we, like, why would he, I mean.
It seemed like she didn't want that. She kept saying, I have such high standards, which I respect. I totally respect her having standards and wanting consistency. Because men will hit you with the, oh, I did this 2 weeks ago. No, make it consistent. Show me consistently. I'm not mad at that, but I know just from her personality type and how she described herself that I'm sure, like he said, she's a moving goalpost. It's a moving target.
And she admitted to it. I can't with them. It ain't.
I know she is. Yeah. I know she is. And he ain't lying.
Oh shoot, my bad, y'all. We done did Mitch and Kristen out of order, but we talked about them. Okay, my bad. Binh and Morgan. It was actually Mitch and Kristen next, but
child.
Morgan walked out there like a damn linebacker caveman. Like, I don't know.
I wasn't gonna say it. Why you say it?
Cause she did. Like
she was like this, honey. I put him on those. Morgan walks like a man? Question. I didn't know what else to say. I was like, she ain't nothing feminine in that body, honey.
Ooh, child.
She might got the opposite. She might have got the extra Y.
She don't have an extra Y, but she does lean into that masculine energy, honey.
Yeah, she walked out there and her dress was cute. You know, she looked fine, and then she walked out there and she messed up the whole thing.
It is wrestling, like literally look like she finna sumo wrestle somebody. Like her posture is so bad. Her posture is so bad, and then she just hunches over and walks forward and stops. I can't.
Oh. I'm dead, y'all. But then she had the nerve to be being a little friendly. So when she was a little friendly with him, I said, oh, she must have seen the reaction, but then she still was the same. I was like, oh, she being a little friendly and giving him a little, we're all doing this experience.
He took her to brunch and apologized wholeheartedly, which I believe. No, I believed he did. I mean, I think it's kind of messed up, though, that she didn't have any empathy for him in the moment, because as we were watching it happen, we knew that he was going through some things. And then why, when he said inner child, Kevin acted like he didn't know what he was talking about. I can't stand people.
Kevin try to be ignorant. About y'all San Diego people with all your, I need Dr. Pepper here. What are you talking about? It's so basic. Don't be ignorant, Kevin.
Basic as hell. It pissed me off that he was acting like that. Like, would you
hear your inner child, like Kevin?
Inner child. But what I will say,
he like a battered wife sitting there. I still felt bad for him.
You said what?
He was like a battered wife sitting there.
Binh?
Yes.
Well, I thought that Morgan definitely confirmed for us that she did this for a check, because she go on traveling and she left her job. She said she moved, packed all her stuff.
She packed her stuff. She ain't say she moved nowhere. She basically about to be backpacking through Europe with no rent.
With her mafs money.
How much do you think they get paid, y'all?
Morgan got some heavy feet. I'm sorry. The Undertaker, Randy Savage. I can't explain. Y'all,
everybody know this Morgan, because we all say the same thing. Everybody know this Morgan, baby.
And so somebody said, is Morgan homeless or is she now a traveling nurse? She did not say traveling nurse. She said she's going to travel. She packed
to Europe. So I don't know how the laws work, but I don't think you can be in the U.S. and traveling nursing in Europe unless you're working through some U.S. system.
No, she just put her stuff in storage. Storage rent is about $100 a month, $150, and she put her stuff in storage and she's about to go. So yes, I mean she is without home, but I think it's obviously intentional. She took her check and she is pulling a Steve Moy and she is going to travel. So yeah, nothing came out of them except for the fact that Morgan, we see you, girl. We seek you. Okay. Last but certainly not least, India.
And I can't wait till next week, really, because this one didn't give what I needed to give.
It was
the main event, y'all. The one with the extra chromosome and Alexis.
Honey. Allegedly. Please. Allegedly.
But y'all, are y'all not feeling bad for Alexis a little bit that she had to deal with this? Because this is probably how he was the whole time. She kept saying he's trying to be manipulative in the but we noticed that she was the manipulative one. She's smarter than him, so it's easier for her to do the manipulating. And if she is messy, she talked too much. She kind of seemed like she was leading him on. So we was giving her a lot. But baby, he showed his entire ass. And I want to know how you do or don't know as a man, unless she faked it, if a woman has orgasmed or not in 2 minutes. They both admitted it was quick. And in your mind, you thought that you got to do stuff quickly and that she orgasmed that quick. Vaginally.
Nothing about nothing. He don't know nothing about.
He has no experience. To Michelle's point, he might have been a virgin, like she said. Because Michelle, and then Alexis was sitting there like she wanted to go in, but she couldn't go. It was no point.
Like she is actually showing a lot of restraint. I think I would have literally just no, we got to get to this whole thing. I know. So C Golden says she don't want to hear about these two with sex. That's all they talked about. And so sorry, that's what we got to talk about. They had sex on the honeymoon.
Twice.
Day
first and third night.
Day 1 and day 3. Whatever. Yeah. They had sex on the honeymoon. Justin Dallas Boss 88 said he was not in her. So like on TV in the movies when they show virginity scenes and boys barely be in and then they come and you like, what did just happen? That is what happened to him. That is totally what had to happen to him.
Y'all, we need to get Alexis on the line because he thought he was penetrating and he wasn't. And thought that she orgasmed. Oh, wow. Y'all, that's crazy.
But here's my problem with the whole sex on the honeymoon. He asked her not to tell people, which meant they would have to lie. And then called her a liar when she did lie because it was her choice. Sir, you are not loyal at all. He is literally not loyal. I was loyal to your ass and said that we didn't have sex and lied to my peoples. And then you just, when you get mad, you throw it in my face.
And I wonder what the point was for him to tell her to lie because it was that bad, I was assuming, and I don't want people asking. So why did you even tell her to lie? It's usually the woman who's a little bit more guarded about releasing her sexual history. Like, why the hell would you care if people knew? It's because he knew it was bad. Now all of a sudden, y'all both orgasm? Please stop lying all your life, Justin.
But it also made sense why she kept talking about my husband's celibate. Like, she didn't even really know how to lie good, so she just kept volunteering that they were celibate. Remember, every time they met up, celibate. Apparently, she was saying the wrong word.
She said celibate, and I didn't even notice.
I didn't notice either. But, okay, so C Golden said who penetrated who? I mean, for real. He definitely, I don't know what happened, but if he does have the Kleinstein syndrome, they said that it's a that's also a side effect. And then Kathleen Roche said, I figured he was a virgin when he asked how big his ass was supposed to get, how his big ass was supposed to get in the Nate swing. He's just big and dumb. Like, He was just so unaware of sexual things. Like I told y'all when he was I don't care. I am literally standing on my box comment. Like he has no idea what to do with his mouth and her box. No idea. He has no clue.
Yeah, you're right. That's confirmed. That is confirmed.
No clue.
But he should be good at it since he's not like, get your life, bro. But if you don't have experience, you don't have experience. You need to get good at it since you clearly ain't good at the other stuff.
You know what? I'm laughing because he really did think he was supposed to sit in that dumbass swing. Like, what the hell is wrong with him?
You're right. I didn't even think about that scene though. I didn't even remember, but you're right.
He was, I mean, sir. So then, okay.
Maybe he wanted to swing and hit it from the back.
So I need to know why he keeps lying. So I do feel like, why would he completely lie and say this woman physically came to his house after a night being out?
Yeah, that's the part I didn't believe was a complete lie. Like, you called me after, you called me drunk, and she's like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Maybe they'll get into it after their next week. But I was like,
that was hard. And then maybe they got text messages. I don't know what they're finna do, but it's getting real messy. And I don't know. I don't care. It's still all Justin's fault because I do agree with you. It's almost all Justin's fault because Alexis had to deal with that. And she did. She chose to. I don't like how she handled her other relationships, but now I don't even know that I can judge at all how she handled Justin.
Yeah, because Justin ass is unwell, y'all. He is unwell. And honestly, he's one of them dudes I'll be scared after a breakup with him. I'm not gonna lie. He seems emotionally out of control.
And like he would
he would flash his tires and stuff.
No, I feel like he would what you call it? I forgot what it's called, but when you put your nudes out there, like I feel like he would do some illegal stuff.
What's it called? Revenge
porn. Yes, I feel like he would do revenge porn. Dallas Boss 88 said, wait, Justin lied, then use that lie to discredit Alexis. Remember, he quote unquote said, I have tried and she won't let me touch her. Even had Dr. Pia asking about it. They did go really deep into this lie for the fact that they had sex.
Well, did they have sex? Because she made it seem like he never penetrated.
And maybe Alexis felt comfortable saying they didn't have sex because it was so quick and it was so uneventful that she was just like, it's fine. We don't even gotta really say that was sex, boo. So
damn shame. You dealing with that level of immaturity and that lack of nope.
Yeah, and Shani said Justin ain't hitting nothing in the back. He ain't hitting nothing from.
They ain't gonna reach. And Alexis got a big old booty.
Not Alexis, because Alexis she got
so nothing gonna reach.
Okay, so next episode, final part of the reunion, y'all, it's definitely gonna be better. I mean, it's gonna be drama, but it's all surrounding Justin. I feel like it's Justin being
he took over.
Like Justin is just a liar,
cheating.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm still on him individually, one by one, unfollowing everybody and
then following back.
They didn't have a reason, and they went down the line. He said, Sasha, nothing personal. It's your husband, so I ain't gonna follow you. Like, I'm like, this man really, I just knew it was gonna be, I unfollow everybody because I was mad at the show. Like, he literally had reason for unfollowing him. That's crazy.
Then they did them flashbacks to him having hair. He should never grow his hair out. Like, if there's one thing that has slightly helped him is him not having hair, like having a low cut haircut.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't. Dallas Boss 88 is going in on these comments. I just can't.
What did I say? What'd she say?
She said Justin's lip stink. Justin has titty sweat. I'm done. I just can't. I can't.
Dallas Boss, you wrong for that.
I can't. But he is. I don't know. I think he's coming out trying to have guns blazing, but he just has no idea that he still looks quite delusional and
embarrassed. And this would explain why his brother was so protective. His brother knew he was special and was like,
his brother is part of the reason why he is special. My lighting is messy. His brother is a part of his trauma.
Yeah, you're right. But like the brother,
his mom got the nerve to be talking about him about sex, and she don't even know that he ain't never even had sex.
His mother was like, his mother made some sense. That's how you know.
I just.
He was like, you need to get freaky. He was like, but she was talking to him like a child. Like, this is a 30-something-year-old man. Well, you need to get freaky. Like, who says that?
I don't know.
You should know that is my point. Your mama shouldn't have to tell you to get freaky at your big age.
At your big age. And I don't know. But whatever.
Basically meaning you need to eat the box because she knew he wasn't doing that. But anyway.
That's not even freaky, but okay.
No, I know, but that's what she meant. And she just had it's so many words.
So
any other craziness going on?
I know. No. Everybody just talking about how, Justin is,
So we got the reunion next week, and then I think, is there a break or is it where are they now right after that?
I don't know. Last time it was right after, but
so hopefully that's what it is, y'all. Where are they now? Because that's really what I care about at this point.
In the comments, Steph Mo said they don't get paid; they just get a per diem or stipend. We were told differently in the past that they have.
I think Mavs fan had their contract and stuff. Now it didn't have the dollar value, but I don't know if it's paid. I think they get paid for the time that they're there. So I'm sure Binh and Morgan got a little less because they didn't do half the season.
Didn't fulfill the whole contract.
I mean, they are not actors, but they're actors for them to not get paid would be crazy.
They commit to a certain amount of screen time, like a certain amount of accessibility, like having cameras on and stuff. So I'm pretty sure they get paid. Y'all think it's less than that? Oh, a lot less if they don't finish. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean,
I'm sure.
I really do wish we could see their contract stuff because I just feel like the money would make a lot more make sense because I just need to know, are they doing this for a little bit of change? But okay, y'all, gas was high as hell in California during the time of this taping. Like, gas is still high. But gas was so high. So, like, cost of living in California, San Diego is high. Like, they really might just be like, we can get it how we can.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I don't know. Justin is... Okay, somebody way earlier on said that they from Alabama and white people don't talk to them like that. And I understand your point. It is 2022. But let's be clear. No one talks like that on the West Coast in California. Like, Justin was pulling out his, like, boy, he was pulling that out from his Southern upbringing. Like that was the South. That was the South in him because I don't know. It just wasn't giving California vibes. Nate was giving California vibes. Justin, not so much. Okay, that's it. The comments is we trailing off.
All right, now we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, we'll see y'all next week. Have a good one.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.